And we're rolling the ball. Probably about 3 seconds early. Making up for lost time. I waited 3 seconds to every session for 2 years. Up and down and into the palm. The pad to the pinky. And the thumb. And across the knuckles. And it is, I do believe, a fingers day. Index finger and thumb. And middle finger. Ring. And pinky. Oops, slipping thing. Over to the other hand. Middle. Ring. And pinky. Let's go behind the back. Switch direction. Switch. 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 Down. Between the legs. Switch. And switch. All right, let's put the ball down and assess how the feet are feeling. We'll step on the ball right in the middle of the foot, press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Pressing once, going across. And sliding it across the knuckles while we pivot on the heels. Bringing the ball down to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes. And then press just below the first knuckle. At the side of the top of the heel. And the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll it down to the bones. And screw. Three, 2, 1, reassess. And go to the other foot, same thing. Rolling across. Rolling across the top of the heel. Pressing on the 3 points. Sliding down the bones. and scribbling. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess the feet and let's do some good mornings. We'll do 12. Hinging at the waist, keeping the spine in neutral. And then shaking the tree. Three, two, one, centering. Nice breath in and twist at the waist, swinging the arms. And center. With some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step to the side and gather in starlight. Center. Same thing in the other direction. Center. Go right into marching in place or jogging. So let's get really rolling today with some Dr. Zach Bush's 4-minute exercises with or without weights, whatever suits you best. We're gonna get that heart rate up and get those muscles toned. So I wouldn't do squats here if you want to pick up the heart rate. Do exactly what you're doing. Or I think, let's see. I will do some side jacks. But whatever you do, be safe. I'm going to do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 29 and 30. Deep breaths. Interlace your fingers. Raise them up. Reach up. And then go back if you can. Come back to center and to one side. And then the other. Back to center, lowering the hands, pressing out at the chest. Come down, interlace the fingers behind the back and raise the hand up. Hands. Come on back down and shrug. And roll back. Form a W and squeeze those shoulder blades together. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze one more time. Release and extend the arms and rotate. Other direction. And one palm is down, one palm is up, flip flop. Bring your hand across the body, press into the elbow. And then the other. And behind the back, press down and in. Other arm. Grab both elbows and swing side to side. And come on down. Rotate the head. Switch directions. And nod. And go ear to shoulder. Let's go into a side lunge. And the other way. Bring the feet together, hinge at the waist, drop the arms, stretch the hamstrings, unlock the knees, keep the spine neutral. And come on up and turn to one side with the back heel pressing towards the ground. Hold on to a stick or something if you need to in front. And turn around and get the other back. And come on up and let's grab a stick. We'll do the exercise for injuries toning bar routine, starting with the stick next to the spine. Just go up and down. And then drape it across the shoulders and twist it away. And then reverse the position on the hands and go up and down the spine again. And twist one more time. And then bring the stick around front, palms facing in, and do 10 bicep cuts. Reverse the position of the palms so they're facing out. Bring the stick below the waist, hinge at the waist, and come up. Hinge and come up 10 times. And then go down and once more and lift the elbows up while you remain hinging. Elbows are sliding past your rib cage. 4. And 10. Come on up, bring the stick up to the shoulders and raise it up. Leave it at the shoulders and flop the wrists. Now push out. And drop it below the waist and raise the elbows up to about the shoulders. I'm going to take the stick behind the back. Palms are facing away. And reach back. And then switch the position of the palms and do 10 more. When you stick around to the front on the side and swing it behind 10 times. And then the other arm. And 10, and then bring it in front. Hold on with 2 hands, 1 hand, or just some fingers. And let's go up on the toes and back on the heels, holding for about a second at each position 15 times. 5. 10. And 15. Okay, we'll put the sticks down. If you're going to do the Zach Bush 4-minute routine with weights, grab them, or bottles, or cans, or nothing at all, whatever suits you. First move, of course, is a squat. Just go as low as feels right. Hand raise around the clock, either this way or through the middle, and a press. I'll vary where we put the squats so that we're not doing 3 arm exercises in a row at a time. But to start, let's start with squats. I'm going to do 12. And that's 12. And raise. And around the clock. And 12. And finally the press. And 12. All right, let's take a couple of breaths. Recoup. I'll go a little bit faster. I'm going to start with the hand raise and then go to the squats. All ready? Let's do it. 2, 2, 2. And squats. Around the clock, I'm going to go through the middle. And 12. And the press. And 12. That's 2 out of 3. Take some breaths. Again, we're going to start with the hand raise. Then we'll do around the clock. Then we'll do the squats. And then we'll do this. Ready? Faster. 1, 2. And final. 2, 3. And 12. Woo. All right. Well done. Let's catch our breaths. In fact, I'm going to read something while we catch our breaths. Today, I thought we'd do breathing in for a count of 5 and then out for a count of 5. And we'll do it 6 times. No, yes, we will, 6 times, which will add up to 6 breaths per minute. And it's part of a routine that has been promulgated by a Dr. David O'Hare since 1977 to help increase heart rate variability, which, believe it or not, is good for you to have a variable heart rate. The higher your heart rate variability is, the better off you are. So I'll read this section. A healthy heart is always adjusting to the internal and external environment. A healthy heart's rate is irregular. It is resilient, responsive, adapting to moment. It is alive. So don't worry and be nervous if you notice your heart speeding up or slowing down. It's doing its job of seeing you. Slow pace breathing increases HRV, heart rate variability, supports the heart, and improves stress resilience. The lesson here is to practice breathing at a rate of 6 breaths per minute. So we're just going to do 1 minute of 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. What he recommends doing is 5 minutes worth of that 3 times a day. Of course, finding the time to do that regularly, well, I'll leave it to you. We'll see how it works. But we'll do 5 breaths in, 5 breaths out for 1 minute. We'll do 6 rounds. Ready? bum. And with that, let's rub our hands together, cultivating chi and forming a chi ball. And let it lead us where it wants to go. Shifting weight like water flowing. And centering. 2 breaths. And we'll open our hearts. Pause and then let it out. Center. Take 2 breaths. And bring down heavily chi. Let us go down. Gather up earth chi. And namaste. And by the way, I was reading that explanation from Just Breathe, the book by, oh, you can't see it very well. No, you can't see it at all. Mastering Breathwork by Dan Brule. We've done Dan Brule's Recovering Your Breath routine. This book is full of different breathwork methodologies. Just Breathe, it's called. So today, hello, Don. Hello, Richard. Hello, John. is a roller day. I'm going to roll out the chairs. Okay, Nina, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don, take care.
So long, Tom.
Mira. All right, Bill, take care. Good to see you, Marlene. So I thought we might do the legs today. We haven't done the legs in a while, legs and hips. So we'll start with the ball on the hips and then move to the roller. So I'm going to put the floor camera into gear here and see you on the floor with the ball. So we'll just start with the posterior hip. Just sit on the ball and move it around a little. And then, if you find a particularly tender spot, you might want to sit into it. Breathe deeply. Hold. And then go over to the gluteus minimus, that little muscle up here on the side of the hip. Littler. And same thing. There, it's easier to find a tender spot. I usually find. And lean into it. And breathe. Then we'll go to the other side. Sitting. Rolling. Looking for that tender spot. Whoa. We have a visit. You're blocking the camera. Lever. Yeah, come out of here. And then go up to the gluteus medius of that on that side. Same thing. Lean into it. Breathe into it. And 3, 2, 1. Come on up and let's grab a roller. We'll start down at the calves. Want your arms behind you. And just roll back and forth. With both legs on the roller. And then put one leg on top of the other. And again, move the leg around, left and right, laterally. See if you can find the tender spot. And if you do, you can lean into it. If not, just keep rolling about one inch per second at the moment. And then switch to the other, put the other leg on the bottom. Do the same. And 3, 2, 1. And let's move up to the hamstrings. Same thing. Both legs. Just rolling back and forth at an inch per second. I love you too. All right. And then you can cross again one leg over the other if you want to increase the pressure on one leg. Oh, and let's go together. Again, if you have a particular tender spot, lean into it, or you could do it with a ball if you have one spot that you want to loosen up. Ball down there and just hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. So that's the back of the legs. And next time we'll do the TFL on the side and the quads. And in the front and side.
Your visitor was distracting.
Yeah, it was a little distracting.
Loved it. Give him a pet from me.
Uh,
Have a good day.
You too. Thanks. Hey, Richard.
See you tomorrow.
All right, great. Yep. Verizon willing. Jonathan, take care. Ava, Joel, see you tomorrow.